WWE 2K25 is right around the corner. We got so much going on. We got so much to talk about. January 28th, we will be getting more news. The 27th, we might be getting an official cover reveal. There have been some leaks online. If you've seen them, you've seen them. If you know, you know, but they won't be over here. Let's go on ahead and get into it, y'all. Lex, Kenny, how do you guys feel about 2K25? Obviously, all we've seen is some screenshots, but do you guys like Cody Rhodes' new model, CM Punk's model? What's going on with that, Lex? I know you're the big WWE 2K guy here, man. So what's going on?
Man, I'm loving it, bro. I know I tend to be optimistic and I tend to highlight the positives way more than the negatives when it comes to this series, but the screenshots to me, bro, is music to my ears, right? Visually, I was super happy to see Cody Rhodes get tweaked up the way he did, because remember when he came out for Call of Duty, as a community, we're like, what the hell? How does he look more accurate for a shooting game than the actual wrestling game that he is like the title on the cover for, right? So, seeing Cody change and Damian, Liv, Bailey, all of them collectively, I thought they came out looking real sharp, smart pictures and screenshots for them to go and release for the tease. I think this game is, if they're claiming it's going to be a breakthrough year, it's because it's going to be a really good year, even if it doesn't hit the mark for you creative story fans out there.
Ooh, Lex
Mm,
dropping bombs. But this
yeah,
is Cody Rhodes from Call of Duty, just to give y'all a little bit of context on what we had from there. But Brian,
it ain't coming up
you know
just
what?
yet, but when it comes up, we'll go back there.
WWE 2K25 so far, you know what? I think the pictures do look good. Now, we did find out that this is going to be on last gen console, so that is a part that I'm not too excited about. But you know what? That means it's not going to look as good as it could look unless they got another team outside doing the last gen version. But they did say this is going to be a breakthrough year for the
Hmm.
franchise with game changing features. So being on current gen only would probably make it look better. Of course, they'll be able to do more things like add more wrestlers in the ring and all of that jazz, but maybe even give us bigger connected backstage areas. But I mean, if they're doing like breakthrough years and game changing features, as long as the gameplay is good and better than it was before, I think that's the big gem. We'll get to current gen only whenever we get there.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, bro. I feel like right now we're at a point in time where I think 2K25, this is a make or break year for a lot of consumers. This is, even though
Mm.
24 was a decent game for me, I liked it, I enjoyed it. I was actually playing it earlier today. I think that 25 is make or break for a lot of people though, because of universe mode, because of some of the stuff that's actually broken within the game. Servers, I feel like that's a big thing. We've been dealing with bad servers for a lot of years now, and there has been no sign of hope or just getting that fixed. So I'm hoping that throughout this year, that's a big improvement, because I think that's one of the biggest things, man. We got a guy in this room right now who runs an online league. He hasn't been able to do that. He hasn't been able to do that, man, at a good rate, just because of the fact that stuff like that is happening. So we're hoping that online servers are a priority this year. We did see that they were hiring some online engineers and stuff like that over the summer. So I am hoping that that did become a priority and they are hearing us, because again, online isn't something that all the consumers play, but at the end of the day, man, people spend their money on this game and everything should be working.
Well, Brian, you know what? You mentioned the confirmation we got previously. Didn't we see like a job posting where they were hiring somebody to help usher in the next generation of wrestling games or something like that?
I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
I did see that too. Yeah,
I
and they did
wonder
hire somebody.
if that has to do with these game breaking features or if that's something that we're going to be looking at in years down the line.
I
Yeah.
think I think that if the servers are not good this year, we're in for a very harsh time in the game, because as it stands, it was hard to download stuff from community creations, to log into my faction, even to just put the locker code that they've been giving us for free. They're so desperate for us to play my faction, we haven't even really been able to stay on there consistently while playing offline. You still got to be connected to the server to be able to enjoy the cards.
Hmm.
So it's just mind boggling to me, right? That from 22 to 24, I hope it stops at 24, that the servers felt like it got worse. And if you start there, right? fixing up the servers and patching it up, however that is. We're not. I don't know unless you guys got a degree in networking here. Uh, you do? Well,
No,
oh, I was about to say that they gotta hire your ass then, because I don't know what they got going on, but their server system right now has been on a downfall for a while. So hiring this
yeah.
new person, I think it could be good business for us fans this year in 2K25.
Well, like people come up to me all the time and say, "You need to do a video about the servers being broken. You need to do this video about the servers." I don't play online. I'm not an online person. The only time I do play online is if I'm doing like a live stream and playing with viewers. But other than that, I really,
It doesn't.
servers
It
just
doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you.
yeah, it doesn't really affect me, but it is important because you have to have the game online and stable if you want people to play all year. But maybe they're not working on those because they want more people to play in my faction. So who knows? It could just be a big thing where I don't know, could be a conspiracy. But Brian, you said this year could be make or break for the franchise. Does that really exist? Because I'm somebody who got like fatigue on these games after probably SmackDown versus Raw 2011.
Mhm.
And then I did like 19 again, but overall, it's just like you wait for a change, it doesn't come. But if you love wrestling games, you're gonna come back and play them every year. The only year they kind of broke me was 24 or 2K14, and I heard that one was great. So, do you think people really will step away, or they will end up back on the front porch buying the game as soon as it's released every year?
I think people will eventually step away. But at the end of the day, these games appeal to kids, man. So it's like I feel like as make or break
Exactly.
as it is for us, like as like our at our big age, like kids are gonna keep wanting this game. And that's the thing with wrestling. Like to me, it's not make or break. Reason why? Because I this is part of my job. So as make or break as it is for other people, it's not make or break for me. So that's why when people say, "Oh, you guys, you content creators keep buying the game," duh, brother. Like, of course I'm gonna keep buying the game. Like, this is what I dedicate my time to. So,
Not me,
um,
bro. That's why I'm not locked
Nah.
into one thing on my channel because, like Dragon Ball Z, I was excited about that game, and some of y'all might have liked it, but I thought it was booty cheek, so I never did a
Yeah.
video about it again. If I don't like a game, I'm not
You're not
covering
gonna
it.
play.
That's just
I'm
me.
I'm like that too, man. I can't force myself to play something just to do content for it, so I would have to
Mhm,
do some sort of audible. But I get where Brian is coming from in terms of looking at the comments and people saying, "Oh yeah, make or break. I'm not gonna buy." I'm calling their bluff. I think those people may not buy it day one for the full $70 $100 price tag or even
Black
120,
Friday though.
but they
Hello.
gonna buy it for Black Friday.
Mhm.
They're gonna get it for their birthday. They're gonna buy it when it has that WrestleMania sale where instead of 70, it ends up being like 50, $40. You're gonna
mhm,
buy into it at some point. I think the biggest issue that the wrestling community has is that they don't know when to accept that they're burnt out, and they are
mhm,
not patient. They don't want to wait for that sale. They want a reason to buy the game day one, or they're gonna complain and try to burn the bridge down. And to be honest with you, bro, do you really think that create a story, which I mentioned it earlier, and I want you guys to
Let's
talk
talk
about
about it.
this? Is it gonna save the franchise though for the people that are complaining?
Yes. For me, it's going to save the franchise because a big problem for me is the fact that I need a reason to play the game. For me, the way I play games, I like the story mode in the game. My
Me
Rise,
too.
I've hated it for years, but Road to WrestleMania, I loved them. If you give me 3 good Road to WrestleMania stories and I play the game for a month, if I love those stories, that's it. That's all I need. I'm
Worth
great.
it.
This game was amazing. This game was awesome. So if you can tell me a good story, I'm going to stay in the game. We look at some of these creative superstars in community creations. These creators are very creative. So if you're giving them like an open book to create their own stories, you're going to bring out the writers. And if these stories are engaging, you can go play them just for fun by yourself or just like turn your brain off and enjoy the stories people have. Or when it comes to making content, you got endless gold, and that just helps you support the game even longer. So I think what do you call it? Creative
Yeah,
story
create a
will
story.
be
Credit
a
store.
huge game
Yeah.
changer. So that's why I
I
want to
agree.
see it.
That's endless content, bro. Even for us, man. For content
Okay.
creators, we out here gonna be making stories all the time, bro. It's gonna be a good time if they do bring that in. It's just gonna be super bare bones. I really don't expect that to be
Don't count
like,
it
oh
out,
my
Brian.
god.
It might cook a little bit. If we get it and it's like an open book where it's not too restricted, give us a lot of cutscenes, maybe add cutscenes monthly. I think they could cook with it.
So but you guys are looking at it from a standpoint of downloading, not necessarily creating.
I'm
I mean,
not sitting there
I
creating,
create.
bro.
I create. I used to create at a
You know
young
what? I
age,
would.
bro.
I would create if it's
I
not too
create.
restricted, and I can get like one of those
Yeah, and I
keyboards
could
to put
cut
on
that
my
promo.
controller.
Yeah, bro. That's
For
bro.
sure, for
That's
sure.
exactly
That's
how I used to
fun,
do it,
bro.
bro.
That's
I used
fun.
to on the 360 WWE 13. I used to literally plug in my Microsoft keyboard and make stories, bro. Literally used to do it,
Okay.
bro.
I mean,
Okay.
even
So
on a live stream with your chat making a story,
No, that
that's
would be a lot
fun.
of fun.
that's
No,
tough.
That's
that's money
fun.
right there. That's money right there for sure. In terms of hype and excitement and joy for the community, yeah, I do see that 100%. But for me, that is what I don't care about. Dude, Create a Story was there for the taking for so many years. I never plugged in no keyboard. I did download a few and had fun with downloading them. I'll admit, I will download them and highlight them on my channel if possible. But for me to create a story and go down the crazy filter, unless I'm doing it on a live stream like how you guys just suggested, then that's a lot of fun, right? Because you got a lot of people involved in the process, and it's not just you seeing the same cutscene of somebody pulling up into the ring, or grabbing a mic and over and over. So for me, that's not the make or break, but I do see the vision, though. I do see the vision. But for people that they keep on hitting us up in the comments. Create a story. Breakthrough year, it has to be create a story. And I'm like, I think the breakthrough needs to come from the servers, and if not the servers, then
Oh,
how
see,
about?
that's not
Hold
it.
on.
Not the
Now I'm
server.
gonna hit you where I'm gonna hit you right here though. How about universe mode? What if they revamp universe and that's the breakthrough? What if they change it and it's no longer universe, but it's more like a seasonal franchise thing for wrestlers?
The only way I would care about universe mode is if they put create a story, like if
in
I can
universe
download
mode.
other people's stories and put it in the universe,
That's a good
because
idea.
I'm not into creating my own shows and playing them out. I need something to go
That
along with that.
that's a good idea. If you were able to combine universe and create a story and even maybe sprinkle some my GM tactics in there, that can be fun if you could
Yeah,
download it. I'm not saying the like
He
the
talking about the draft. He talking about stuff like
yeah,
that
yeah,
though.
yeah.
yeah,
Like we need a
yeah.
draft.
I'm
Like
talking about
yeah.
like, you know what? Even managing the money, I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be kind of
I
fun.
think that would
Building
be
rosters
fun.
based on the budget. That would
Yeah,
be
I
fun.
just don't want Triple H breathing over my neck how he does in my GM.
Hey,
Now I
put
want
this
Catherine
match
Kelly.
together.
Let me pick my own manager. I want it to be
Yeah.
Catherine Kelly. She can be my boss.
So yeah, I think that if they're not going the route of create a story, please, man, I don't know how much longer we need to rally together and cry about universe mode, bro. That shit's been cooked for a hot minute already.
Listen, I would rather them leave universe mode alone and give me a good story experience. Let the universe
Yeah,
mode, y'all can cry about it. Just give me about a 10-hour story experience.
I
I'm
agree.
good. With
Me
branching, you
too.
know what? Give me one story with branching paths where I can,
Yes,
Bro, that's how
make
yes.
bro.
choices.
If Create a
So
Story comes
good.
out, 2K don't even got to worry about that. They was
No, no,
branching
no.
out
They do have to
before.
worry about it.
Nah, they
Don't,
do.
don't do
They
that.
do.
They
Don't
do
put
have
that.
to worry about it. Don't
Don't
put that in
allow
the
that.
air.
Bro,
Yeah, don't allow that.
you bring me
I need
story mode
all
for
of that.
2K25, bro. I don't care what else you do with the game, my dog. I
Dude,
don't care.
so what? You want them to take out showcase mode?
100%. That mode is
I
Why?
like
trash.
showcase mode.
I
That
like
mode
showcase.
I
trash.
hate the slingshot mechanic.
That mode
Don't get
that
me wrong,
Yeah, the
but I
slingshot
like
mechanic is
that
everything
mode
dookie.
else about
stank.
it.
That mode stank, bro. That
What?
mode trash.
What
That
about?
mode
Did you
that
ever
mode
play Road
stank.
to WrestleMania, bro?
Hell yeah, Road to WrestleMania was fire.
All
With
right,
a
so let's
masked
change it.
man.
So let's change the name from Showcase to Road to WrestleMania. It's the same
Okay,
thing,
and
though.
no,
No,
it's
it's not the
not.
same thing
No, no,
now.
no,
It's not
No,
the
no,
I'm
same
no.
talking about
thing.
from a concept
Bro,
standpoint,
Road
bro.
to WrestleMania, bro. I used to play out the whole story in one sitting, bro. I used to have
Me
Triple
too.
H.
They
Used
were
to
the
have
best,
Triple H
man.
go out crazy. Sheamus won all the titles. Like, dog, give me all them stories back. Fictional stories, bro. Go crazy
Oh
with it,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
fictional
the
stories.
Undertaker turning who was it? Finley into like a green
Bro, yeah,
zombie.
Yeah,
exactly,
Good
bro. Like
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
if you give me fictional stuff like that I can play and just have fun with instead of the boring showcase with the slingshot tech, I wouldn't care.
Please get rid
So
of that slingshot tech. If
so
Showcase
That
brings
so
slingshot
back,
tech
put the
horrible. I could go
cinematics
on
in
Netflix and
game.
watch that joint, bro.
so you don't want that Roman Reigns tribal chief saga.
I
No.
mean, I would like it if it's done correct with in-game cutscenes.
I wouldn't want that either because John Moxley's gone, Brian Danielson's gone,
You
Brock
could say that
Lesnar's
about
gone.
every showcase, though, bro. That's the thing.
A
That's
lot
the
of his
thing.
big opponents are gone.
Like you look at 40 years of WrestleMania last year, you can agree that a lot of matches were missing.
Nah, but I agree
For
with
sure.
Kenny. Now that I think about it, you take away Brock Lesnar from Roman Reigns, that's like
They'll
taking
probably
away his foundation.
they'll probably
Yeah,
put him in the showcase
cut his
though,
legs
just
out.
cause, and then not put him in a game.
I don't think so.
Not not
If
again.
he's yeah, if he's not in the game, I think the only reason he made it in last year was because it was already said and
It
That
done.
was
brother
Because
was
already
their
on the
stuff
done.
happened
cover,
like a
man.
month before.
That was crazy, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, listen, I just want a good game, bro. Just want a good game. That's all I want. You
All
give
right.
me a good game, man. We'll get to it.
Let me ask you guys this since I have you here and we're all talking about it. We'll start with Kenny. One thing that you want them to add this year that hasn't been added in the last 5+ years? Like it could be something they bring back that's not create a story, don't cheat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay.
One
Oh, I
thing
got one off my head already.
if they and be realistic about it. If they add this one thing that you're thinking about, that's gonna be like, oh yeah, this game is cooking. What's that one thing for you, Kenny?
You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be Road to WrestleMania, but something like it. We gotta get my rise off the table because again, the story mode is like the most important thing to me in any game. And my rise has been so bad with the stuff backstage, I haven't even been able to play it. So just a new story type career mode like that for me. If you want something else, I'm
Okay.
gonna say creative finisher, but I don't think we'll ever see that again.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's valid. All right, Brian, hit me, man. I want to hear this one.
All right. For me, man, squash matches, man. We had them in 2K19. We had the ability to change different things with the stamina for wrestlers and go in there and have a quick match. I would love to see squash matches back, bro.
But you know you could change, like you could add finishers and change health for
It ain't the same, bro. Because when you change the health of one wrestler, both
is for
wrestlers.
both. No, you're right. You're right.
You know what
It's
I'm
not the
But
saying?
same.
were
Back in the
squash
day,
matches like
in
were they online
2K19.
too?
Nah. In 19, you basically had the ability to like switch like the health and put the health lower. So you would go in there with Brock Lesnar with the intention to squash somebody. 1 at 5, the match was over in 5 seconds, like just
Okay.
naturally. So
Okay.
I would like to see that just for my own universe mode stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see some bigger stuff, but the bigger
Yeah,
stuff
that's
is
just
obvious at this point. For me,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
I
like
got you. That's like
a
that one
detail that
thing.
I would like to see for sure.
Okay, that sounds cool. All right. For me, it's just servers. I'll keep it short and sweet. Servers. Give me good servers and I'm all in.
Now,
Fair
I don't
enough.
play online again, but I remember there was one of these wrestling games where you could like buy gyms. It might have been one of the Xbox games where you could like buy gyms and create your own titles. And like you'd have to earn this in-game money to buy these gyms to
You
put in your
talking about
titles. And
online?
then, yeah, you could take the
Oh wait.
title online. And if you lose your title, you lost all of that work you put in.
Oh wait. Yeah, that's 08. I loved it. That like people bashed 08 so much, and even during its time, I remember people would trash it, and that was something that I did endlessly, bro. I absolutely loved that idea, and I just don't know why they took it out and never brought it
That
back.
would be
That
very fun if they get rid of that little the reversal mechanic they got now where you got to guess. Because
Yeah.
I feel like
I
for
think you'd
me
have to
that
get
got
super
I feel like
finishers
for
too.
me that got to go. Like if I'm finna take this game serious online, bro, I don't want to be guessing I just want to be able to hit something and time it and know, all right, I'm doing the right
AEW
thing.
fight forever, baby.
how do
Hey
y'all feel
man.
about limiting reversals again, though?
I don't care. I mean,
I
I
hate
don't care about the
reversals.
reversals. I hate
Me
limited
too.
reversals. I like
No, no,
I like
I
being able
don't
to
mind
reverse.
limited reversals.
Nah,
Like I hate when the computer reverses me when I'm playing.
everything.
I
Yeah,
hate it.
everything.
Yeah.
I love limited reversals because it forces you to strategize.
Strategize. You're right. I think,
Yeah,
limited reversals, that's good. I like that.
yeah. I think they should
Nah,
bring that back.
I'm
Because
not
you
a
got to
fan of
pick and
limited
choose, like,
reversals.
is this move worth me reversing, or do I want to save it for when he tries to do his finisher? But then you got to really have like damage meters for each move to make some things damage
Different.
more than others.
Yeah.
They would
You
essentially
can
have to
make this real
restructure the
deep.
game, but
You
Yeah.
think so? Because the thing is that
slightly.
look, bro, you're trying to make a wrestling sim, which you know that they're kind of flirting with like the middle ground with that concept. How is it a wrestling sim or imitating real life if you're able to literally reverse everything if you got it down?
Fair.
Like if you have the timing. I've played
I
people online. I don't
mhm.
want to name any people from our community, but they know who they are. They
Come on, name
literally
them.
revert.
Drop one of the names.
Nah, nah, nah,
Drop
nah,
one of
nah.
them. Come on, bro.
No,
This is what we do at Kiss the Ring. Drop one of them.
no, 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 no. I ain't gonna do
You're
anybody. I
lucky I
don't wanna.
can't think. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure. I don't want to gas nobody up. Point
For
is, there's
me,
a
for
lot of
me,
people out
bro,
there that can reverse.
I had the most fun playing online when it was 13 and 14, bro. When it was just LT.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that was
love
cool.
that's my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
reversal system. Left trigger, right trigger.
Left trigger, right trigger, bro. I used to have so much fun, bro. I used to play online. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna gas myself up too much, bro. But ain't nobody want smoke with me on them games, bro. I was turning
Man, I
fools
almost
up, bro.
whooped you in your
Hey,
own house. You
hey,
had to use
Lex.
a super finisher
Hey,
to take
Lex,
me
bro.
out.
Was you playing online back then? 12 and 13, 14? You know who the NWO clan was, my boy? You ever heard of them?
Oh, Lex
Ah,
said, never heard of ya.
listen, bro. Whenever they used to see me on there, bro, it was rap, bro. It
That's the
was
thing, man. I
hey, bro.
can't see you. I can't see you.
Nah, man, I was turning fools up. I was the best player on that joint, bro. Nobody was beating me.
Lil
Mhm.
Brian,
Come
Lil
on,
Brian,
man.
what up?
Well,
I
fellas,
don't
we are
got the
20
fingers for
minutes
that no more.
in to this video. Do
No
y'all got
cap.
anything else y'all want to say before we wrap this thing up?
Hell
Man,
no.
you gotta grip that thing.
Ooh, tell them, Lex. No, you got to show them how to do it
Nah,
because they
nah,
might
that's
do
your
it
job.
wrong.
Nah, nah,
Come on, Lex,
nah,
show them
take
how
this
to
out,
do it.
take this out. Nah, nah,
Man,
nah, nah.
listen, y'all know what y'all got to do. The first thing y'all got to do is grip that thing. Drop a like on the video, smash that subscribe button, and then kiss the ring.